Hey everybody, Arthur Smith, we're the Smiths. I've been trying to get a video together. I did a tune-up on the motor here in the RV, and some of the footage got lost. So I'm gonna put in what I have, and it's really, it's not too much, but that's all the footage that we saved from it, or that we can find anyway. And I also want to talk about the CB installation that's coming up. And I've been waiting on this because I had to do a special antenna. I could not get the other antenna tuned correctly. And I did some research and figured out why. Now, it's been a long time since I've had to fiddle with this kind of an issue, and I can't remember actually ever having a problem except on my boat. And now I understand why the antenna I had would not work in that boat. And well, let's do that after we put the videos on here for the tune-up. And so stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm hibbity. Hang in. Hey everybody, Arthur Smith with We're the Smiths. And today is the day we're going to do some tune-up work on this big old 454. So stay tuned, and I'll show you as we go. Okay, a little update. We're halfway through. This has been a real pain in the butt. But yeah, this the right side's done. I got a little boo-boo there. So the new plugs are in, wires are in, and I'm starting on the back cylinder left side. I'm not sure the firing order because I'm all backwards and everything else in here, but anyway, that's where we're at, and I'm getting ready to reach down. I got it loosened up. Get this plug out of here so you can take a look-see. Whoops. Come on, little pluggy. There we go. And all of them have looked about the same. They're all pretty clean except they're black. And that means I'm running just a skosh too rich, I think. So I'm going to do some adjustments and continue on, and we'll be back. Smooth as silk. I'm going to do a little bit of adjustments to the carburetor, and I think we're set. Purring like a kid. Love this 454. Okay, well, you can see my options trying to tune this thing up were to go in through the doghouse, of course, on the upper side, which you have to for some components anyway. And the other was to come at it from underneath, and I really didn't relish that idea since it's been raining here. And the backyard is basically, when you walk across the lawn, it squishes. So, anyway, yeah, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I was standing on my head, and I ended up tearing up my arm, my left arm from the wrist almost all the way up to my shoulder. I was all scratched and bruised, but we got it done. And I ended up boogering up my lower back after that, and I'm not sure what I did or if it was all related, but anyway, that's life. So let's get into the CB thing, and it's not going to be part of this video, but it's an upcoming project, and I had to wait, like I said, to get this antenna in, and this is what I bought. Oh, thank you, baby. I forgot that one.
Welcome.
This is a no ground plane antenna. And I'm going to kind of sort of try and explain to you what that is. Vehicles like cars, pickup trucks, vans, there's really not a whole lot of problems putting a regular CB antenna on a vehicle like that. They are grounded directly to the frame, and it gets into a whole bunch of technical stuff, and there's a lot I don't know, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I can't. But on an RV, it's totally different, and most of the outer skin, the mirrors, the roof is not grounded directly to the chassis of the vehicle. So that's where a no ground plane antenna comes into play. This would have worked very well on my boat, because the boat was fiberglass, had no chassis, not grounded, and I tried a number of different things and couldn't get it to work, and now I understand why. Back in the day, these didn't exist, or at least we had never heard of them, and it gets into tuning the antenna, which is an SWR meter. SWR stands for standard or standing wave ratio. The lower the numbers on the meter, the more power output you have, broadcast power, I guess you would say, at the antenna. The higher, of course, not as much power. It kind of backs up into the radio, and you can actually damage the radio with a high SWR meter or reading. So we're going to give this a shot. This is a yeah, it is. This is a Firestick, 4-foot Firestick, no ground plane, mirror mount antenna. And the coax, for those of you that know anything about CBs, this coax is completely different than standard coax. It's the whole thing is just very strange to me. This is, of course, the mirror mount bracket. This goes around the mirror, tightens down. Now, most conventional antennas come with a connector like this, and that would screw into the bottom like this. The other end would screw into the back of the radio. This is different, however. Where is it? Excuse me. I can't find it now. Ah, there it is. Where the other screw connector would be, it's bare and stripped, and this was done at the factory. There's two insulators between the bolt and the spring, and this is where this will go in, connect, crimp down. I've got heat shrink tubing that goes with it. It's kind of all alien to me, but we are going to try this out. And here is the antenna. This is a 4-foot Firestick. See if I can get that on there. And no, I'm not being sponsored by these guys, but we're going to try this out, and if it helps some of you other guys that have RVs and are having problems with the CB, hopefully I can help you through this, because this is all new to me. And then, come back here, Mr. Microphone. This is the radio that we're going to be installing. And it's a Uniden 40 channel. It has its own built-in SWR meter. I wish it was a single sideband, but it's not. That's fine. This will do just fine. And I just like having a CB as a backup. It used to be you could listen to trucker chatter and stuff like that. I haven't had one operational for a while, so I don't know, but I just like to have it just in case. So anyway, excuse me. One other thing I want to touch on, and this is, I don't know if you want to call it sour grapes or what, but since I've had my YouTube channel, there have been a couple of big name YouTubers come down the coast on 101, and I have put the invitation out to have them stop and say hey and, you know, kick back and talk for a little bit or whatever. Not one has bothered. And that's fine. You know, I know they're traveling, they have their schedules and stuff, but I don't think I'll invite any of those people again. If we happen to run into folks, cool. We are very open and consider ourselves pretty nice people, but I just I don't like getting snubbed like that. And like I said, I do know they'd probably have their reasons, and that's fine. But we'll just do our thing, and everybody can do their thing, and there you go. So with that, I'm going to call this a video, and sorry I haven't gotten this stuff out. I've been fighting with not only my lower back, but a lot of rain, and
being sick.
Well, there's been a few things in our personal lives that's I'm not going to put out there because I just don't want to, but we also have the upcoming trip to Denver. The train ticket has been purchased and paid for, and the U-Haul truck for the return trip has been reserved. So we are looking pretty good from that, on that issue, or upcoming event, as Cindy says. So stay tuned for that. And I'm hoping that we have a day or maybe even 2 decent days, because it's just been raining nonstop here. So I can get this antenna installed. Putting them out on the mirror is not a big deal. But there are special instructions for routing the coax and tuning this antenna. I have never seen an antenna that tunes like this. So, like I said, it's going to be an adventure. So, if you're into CBs, it'll be a good one for you. And, well, we'll just see what happens. But stay tuned, and we'll get back with you soon. And blessings to everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye. Oh, hey, shout out. Go over and check out Journey to Quiet with Cindy. That is my wife's channel. And she's going to get back into doing her bedtime stories with Cindy. She's been having technical issues, and so we're getting those corrected, and she'll be back on doing that here soon. She's fine, so don't worry about that. But anyway, we'll talk to everybody soon. Thanks for watching. All right, good night.